Hey guys, it's Wart. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be starting off another episode of our Minecraft journey, expedition, adventure, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is the series where I am starting off in Minecraft alpha version, and then I'm going to be upgrading every couple episodes to a higher version of the game, and slowly just kind of evolving my version of the game until we get up to the modern Minecraft versions. Warning, it might take a while, but I'm going to have a lot of fun in every single version, just exploring the possibilities of the Minecraft world. And as you can see right now, we're starting off basically where we left off last episode, and I gotta be 100% transparent with you guys. I wasn't the proudest of last episode. I think last episode turned out fine. It just was really exhausting. I spent the entire time in the mine. I had like 2 hours of footage and whittled it down to like 15, and even the 15 minutes I wasn't too thrilled by. So today, personal goal, I'm gonna make this episode a lot more fun for you guys and for me for sure. And I actually did, as you can probably kind of already tell, a little bit off camera just to kind of get us set up for this episode. So if you guys remember last time, I was kind of debating how to set up the path I'm walking on right now that leads up to my house, and I actually changed it a lot. What I ended up doing might seem kind of lame, but I'm going to hopefully explain it here in a bit. I changed it all to slabs. I had some gravel and some slab kind of, woven in between with one another. It was the original kind of design, and it built up to this, and I had it where it was like curved twice, and then I spent a long time kind of trying to build it to like a natural curve up here, which some variations looked okay, but a lot of times I ended up not liking how it looked. But I still am not quite done with it. What I really want to do with this path is actually add a whole bunch of flowers and wildlife and stuff. Not wildlife, obviously I can't control animals, but flowers and mushrooms and whatnot along the path to make around the path a lot more exciting than the actual path itself. And speaking of which, there was an idea. I was going to do it off camera, but I said, actually, let me hold off and show you guys what I want to do right at the entrance to the pathway up here. And then, okay, another thing, I did a couple more stuff in here. Inside here, you guys remember there was a wall right about where I'm looking right here. However, we went ahead and destroyed it and started expanding out this way. And I actually stopped. I was going to do a little bit more off camera, but I actually stopped because I had an idea of one of the things I really want to do. And we'll get to that in a second. But also, if you guys notice to the right here, I have another idea. Yeah, if you can't tell, I've been kind of brainstorming a lot. Before I hit record, I was brainstorming. Before I started working on stuff, I was brainstorming. So right here, this is anything but close to finished, but I'm kind of working on, yeah, you can see the stairs are weird. I'm working on a way up here that is smooth, and this looks really gross, really weird. Don't look at it. I'll fix it. We're just showing you guys a quick general idea of a quick spiral staircase up here, just because I remember last episode we got up here and I just absolutely loved this view. This is just absolutely beautiful, and I would be really upset if, we didn't have a way to get back up here relatively easily. So, with that being said, we will be working on the spiral staircase a little bit more, but I feel like there are a little bit more pressing stuff right now. This is more of like a fun project I started kind of working on, and it was a lot more effort than I thought it would be. I knew it would be kind of some effort, but why not? Yeah, okay, you get the whole idea. However, there is a checklist of things I want to get done today. Hold on, I have it literally right here in my notes. Okay, a couple things I want to get done today. First off, a museum. Okay, also, I shouldn't say first off because I don't really plan on doing these in order. First off, a museum. And you might be like, what are you talking about? If you guys aren't aware, there's actually something pretty stinking cool in this Minecraft version. And yes, my chests are so disorganized right now, I'm sorry. But there's something pretty stinking cool in this Minecraft version that I didn't know was actually in this. I didn't think of it until I was looking around trying to see what all that I need to do. There are paintings in this version, and I had a kind of an interesting idea. Cool. I kind of had an interesting idea of something I could do with paintings, because they kind of occasionally add paintings every once in a while, every time they update the game. It's not too common, but once in a while they actually will add new paintings to the updates of the game. And I really wanted a kind of way to kind of represent how paintings kind of evolved through Minecraft. There are so many crafting tables here, it's actually insane. But I had the idea of an actual kind of museum. I'm actually going to put the entrance, I think, right here. We'll get to that in a bit. That's probably going to be like the later thing in the episode, or the latest thing in the episode, but that's definitely on the agenda, is a museum showing off all the different art in the game. Actually, I never know how to make this. Am I doing it right? Or do I have it backwards? Of course I have it backwards. Of course I have it backwards. And this is so hard to kind of do mentally. There you go. Okay, got a piece of TNT. I'm actually kind of nervous about it. What was I saying? Yeah, minecarts and rails and stuff are actually in the game. But yet, I don't really know how they work. I don't think they're very complex or anything quite yet. There's not a lot you can do with them. So I'll try something out later, but it's going to be kind of a journey to do that. Now, where I want to use this TNT, I actually want to use it to my advantage, because I still want to break out this way, because I have an idea for a final little room of our house, as you want to call it. As you guys know, this right here, as I mentioned earlier, I want to break out into the museum room, or actual museum, not just a room. And then you're going to be saying, well, where the heck do we put the furnaces? I originally had an idea of just cramming all the furnaces like here. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that, but I actually kind of want to use furnaces in this room over here. So we're going to make an actual kind of furnace room. So what we're going to do is place the TNT and blow it up. Maybe go one more back. Oh, that's how you start it. Here we go. That was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And there's a torch over here. What? Oh, I think this is actually from... Yeah, this is from the old kind of entrance I wanted to do a little bit ago. So, okay, fun little behind the scenes, I guess. But yeah, that was TNT. You punch it to start it. You don't even need flint and steel, apparently, which is kind of funny. But yeah, here we just emptied out this room a little bit, and that's about it. That's actually all I had to do. I'm going to get off the flint and steel, put that away, and I guess work on this room and try to see what I can do with it, because that is one of the things I want to get done first. Actually, you know what else I want to do? Is actually try to do a montage. No promises, but I want to try to do a montage, which might be hard to do, but we're going to give it a go. All right, so what do we think? I actually think this turned out pretty good. I was a little worried. I don't know how much you guys could see in that montage. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to edit it. I'm a little worried about this, like, breaking out through this way. However, I think this actually works pretty well with, like, a glass wall. I'm a little scared to see what it looks like from the outside looking in. But I definitely wanted glass. You know, building a house inside of a kind of a mountain comes with a couple risks. One of them definitely being the fact you, like, don't get to look outside. So the fact we actually do have some actual outsidery is very, very nice. A whole wall of furnaces. I don't know if you guys saw, but at first I only had like the bottom two filled, and I was trying to do some kind of weird thing on the top. You know what? We have so much cobble from living inside here. This entire thing's been dug out that I just decided to go ahead and make a whole wall of furnaces. Hopefully I don't forget about them all. Eventually, I'll use them all, I hope, maybe. That would be nice. But yeah, pretty much this is going to be our setup for a while. You know, I think this, what is this, 5 chests? 5 double chests should be good. Obviously, these ones aren't even filled, like, at all. And I'll definitely be reorganizing stuff along the way. But yeah, that is our first project of the day pretty much done, which is very, very nice. We're moving along somewhat swiftly. The next thing I want to work on, I'll go ahead and... Oh, actually, one thing I really want to do is actually use our diamonds. It's just ridiculous. We have not yet built our diamond pickaxe. The first thing you got to do with your diamonds is build a diamond pickaxe. And look at that, baby. We finally got ourselves some diamonds, and it is nighttime. So the next thing I want to do is actually involving outdoors. And also the grass out here is actually grown to actual grass instead of dirt. So that is very, very nice. But again... that kind of stinks. So I guess I'll work on organizing a little bit, and then we'll get back outside once it's in the morning. And bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves a hoe. There we go. Yes, I meant to rhyme that. I did not mean to rhyme that. Also, I found out that if you just left-click the door, it also opens. I don't like that, but it's kind of a thing, I guess. So kind of funny, I suppose. I don't know, it's kind of weirded me out. But I definitely want to show you guys what to do with a hoe, because you might be like, okay, so you said there's a farm, there's a hoe, there's all this stuff in the game. However, how do you get seeds? I will show you exactly how to get seeds. You come over here. Yes, it has to be the spot. I'm just kidding. And you right-click the dirt, and seeds pop out. Does it make sense? No. And did it take me a while to Google and find out how to actually farm? Yes. It's very, very odd. But this is, in fact, how you get seeds in this game. You just do this. And don't worry, the dirt will just immediately turn back pretty soon. So it's really not a big deal at all, but there you go. And you get a couple seeds along the way. And it has to be grass, I think. I just did it on dirt, and I don't know if it's possible for them to show up on dirt, but yeah, so this area is just becoming a field of tilled dirt, but it'll grow back. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is where I picked the farm to go off to the side here. And I'm not going to do anything too crazy with the farm, but I do have an idea how to sort of construct it. And I definitely need a little bit more dirt, which is exactly why I'm grabbing it. So let's go ahead and build ourselves our pathway over here. And I feel like I'm using these slabs so much, but it's perfectly fine. They're a good block, and everyone knows it. So we're going to go ahead and use them even more. So we're going to build our pathway a little bit out, a little bit more. And then terraform a little bit. So this stuff is going to bend back a little bit to about here. There you go. I don't know. I like to think I'm pretty decent at terraforming. Also, I don't have a bucket. I do have a bucket. That's surprising. I'm actually kind of prepared. Okay. So we come out here, and then I'm trying to think. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I don't. I'm a little bit worried about how to construct this farm, but I actually just came up with a pretty baller idea. So the way we're going to do it is actually like this. Now, there's a couple interesting things. I say like this, like I explained anything at all. I absolutely did not. But the way I actually want to do it is having the grass raised, because an interesting thing about this game is if I walk over dirt in any kind of way, here, I'll show you real quick. If I walk over tilled soil at all, it just changes it back. So it's not just jumping, it's not just, you know, destroying it or whatever. If I just walk over it, there it goes. See, it turns back. And it's so sensitive, which is very, very frustrating. I'm actually going to grab this because I want to make an infinite water source really, really badly. So that would help us out a ton. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Maybe like over here or something. Out of the way real quick. I'll go ahead and put that down and get some more water. I really like this area we live on. I cut down a ton of trees over there, but they all seem to grow back. I planted like 2 saplings for every single tree I cut. I also completely shaved this part of my little side of my where I live, but I'm probably going to be planting. That's how you make an infinite water source, if you were not aware. But I probably will be planting, again, a lot more stuff. And also I realized that this path doesn't need to be as, you know, completely thorough as I kind of have it right now. I might cheat a little bit and put, I'm sure you guys noticed in the montage, there's a lot of things that like it seems like it should be a different block, but then it's just dirt or cobblestone behind the block I'm pretending it is. So if you guys get upset about that, I'm sorry, but just pretend you didn't notice and just look at it from the pretty view. So yeah, this is going to be my method of actually grabbing this stuff. It's going to be on the outside. Oh wait, I just realized something, because if I want to get this stuff over here, okay, I got to move this at least one more, and that oddly takes a weird amount of time to break. What if I destroy it? What if I destroy it? There it goes, and it takes faster to break. See, that was so much faster. Who would have else thought of something like that except for me? I'm a genius. Okay, so let's go ahead and plop you here, break this, and do that, and go ahead and till these yet again. Where this iron hoe is just getting absolutely demolished faster than I honestly expected. I expected it to go pretty quickly, but this is actually like a new record for iron hoes just to completely shatter. So let's go ahead and finish this out. Let's go ahead and plant them. Boom, our first seeds have been planted, and as long as you don't step up on here or a mob steps up on here, then we should be in the clear. And yes, the mob thing is going to be a bit of a problem, but that is why we're building a fence. And I can't believe I didn't mention this until just now, but there are actually no fences in this version of the game. And we're going to be doing this a couple more times, by the way. It's not just this. But yeah, there's actually no fences in this version of the game, which is quite peculiar if you ask me. I don't really... I mean, I guess it makes sense that they're not here quite yet because they haven't been invented yet, but it just doesn't seem like, you know, I don't know. I'm just really overthinking it, but it is interesting that there's no fences and we have to make do with what we have with protecting this farm in our own personal way. And yes, I do have, you know, hollow holes and whatnot all around this place, so I'm terribly sorry. But just, again, pretend you don't see it and everything will be okay. Okay, so this is currently the design we're kind of working with right now on the old farm here. It's been a bit of a headache, I'm not going to lie to you, trying to figure out something that works with these kind of stairs. I wanted to get something that kind of looked like, you know, castle walls, without just being, you know, one block here, one block higher, and the next one goes there. You know, not just one, you know, something a little bit more intricate than that, and I think we got something that kind of works. I'm not entirely sold on it. I think this kind of idea whole everything works. This is a little weird, the torch here or whatever. Maybe I'll do it in a dip. Maybe that's a better idea. Instead of going up, I have the torch in a dip, because obviously I can't put the torch on this thing. That's why the idea to put the torch kind of floating or something. Actually, I just had another idea. Okay, I had a bit of an idea of something I want to try. I was inspired by the glass, and now I want to try something really bad. So we're going to see if I do this and then place it here. First off, this might look really ugly, which is actually one of my bigger fears. But this, like, completely protects the plants from getting broken if I put something above it. And I'm pretty sure they will continue to grow. So this might just be an absolute win right now, and I might be really, really happy with this. The only thing is it kind of looks ugly, and I feel kind of bad about that, just looking visually bad, but we'll see. You know, sometimes we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. And also, speaking of sacrifices, I think I'm going to do a little bit of classic terraforming here and actually kind of work on this beach a little bit, because I think it looks terrible. No, it's not because I think it looks terrible. It's because I actually really want... Is this going to fix? Look at that. Okay, cool. I really want the sand. The sand is a necessity for me for my glass. And as long as I don't ruin the beach to where it's, like, weird, then we should be okay. Is it going to fix itself? Water is so weird. I never understand how water works, like, at all in Minecraft. Like, not even just this version, just in general. It is so very strange, and I feel like I'm pushing it sometimes, but I think it works out, like, most of the time. It's not too bad. Okay, I might do something a little bit radical. I've been kind of teetering on this thought for a little bit, but I think I might actually move... I was either going to move the farm over one or move the staircase over one. I think I built the farm too close to the stairway, and I think I'm going to move it over to, like, here, maybe. So if I just kind of do here, and then the stairway goes down from here, I think that'll just overall flow a whole lot better. But of course, that does mean we have some work to do, so I'll get to that. What do we think of this bad boy? So this is kind of a contraption I've just been working on here. I guess you can call it a contraption, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was trying to think of a way to kind of incorporate the glass. And I originally had like a cobblestone thing hanging over this, but I changed it actually to wood, which I think it kind of work on like a lamp light holding up like a scaffolding kind of thing. Again, I'm not entirely sure. Does it work necessarily? I'm trying to use the stairs to incorporate more of an actual kind of arch. And now that I'm looking at it, there could be a little bit more of one if I actually redo this a little bit. I will have to break that light. But if I do a... hold on, give me one sec. The stair is taking a little bit of time to break, in case you guys didn't notice. If I do this and then I do that, does that look a little bit better? I don't know. I think I actually kind of like the other way better. So I actually do kind of like how this looks. Some people might not like it. Some people think it might seem a little weird. I also broke the glass that was above the water. And I think that works okay. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that decision, just because I'm kind of worried about if I break a seed and it falls into the water, we might be in some trouble. Or I break some wheat or whatever. But I think it should still work. I did just realize that there is wood covering this specific seed right here, and it's going to be right here as well. Oh, and right here. So maybe that might be a problem. I'm not entirely sure how the growth thing works, but we'll have to wait and see if that turns out to be an issue or not. But for now, we're going to kind of continue as is. I actually think it looks kind of nice. I'm working on a lot on the path and terraforming and stuff, and trust me, it's a headache, but I'm determined to get it to look nice. However, I'm looking at this, and I kind of like it. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get glass, too, finish that out. But I actually kind of like how this looks right here with the overhang. It kind of reminds me of, like, a reading light or something. I don't know, but I don't think it's too bad, actually, and I might actually keep it. I also made this. This is quite the shot I have stumbled upon here. Yeah, so I've done quite a bit off camera. Well, I say quite a bit. Nothing too crazy. And I'm looking at my grass growing and somehow this got toppled. I don't know. That's kind of concerning. But I did get some resources. I went out and kind of farmed up some of these guys. And I've been working a lot on kind of trying to terraform and stuff. And you might notice right here the reason I pointed out that shot. What is this, you might be asking? Well, I had the thought, well, I've had two thoughts. I've had too many thoughts, let's be honest. But this guy right here, if this guy grows into a big tree and then I replace these dirts with actual other wood, then it looks like he's just a really tall tree. Maybe not a really tall tree, but a decently tall tree, because there's no way to get leaves besides that. So that's my kind of method of making a custom tree without actually getting leaves, because that is literally impossible. Yeah, but I've been working on terraforming and stuff, and for some reason this has bolted out over this way. I actually have no idea why the water broke out this way. I didn't even notice that until just now. This fixes it, I think. And this. Go. Fix. Fix. There it is, I guess. Okay, weird. Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of dirt work and grass work and everything like that, and it's been not the funnest thing in the world. It's also kind of hard to tell how it's going a lot of the time because... oh, I kind of want to break these now. Oh, actually, this kind of works. I thought I was just destroying everything. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell how it's going to look because it hasn't grown back into grass. Because like I said a second ago, there's no silk touch or anything. And also, I do have a fear that these guys can get in here. Maybe that's what happened to the crops right there. I'm going to try to push you in. Maybe I shouldn't push you in, but yeah, get out of here. Go, go, go. Be gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually make another hoe. I got some seeds, very little, but we can also harvest our very first crops as well. So that's actually somewhat exciting. Let's go ahead and use or build another hoe and then plant more seeds. Actually, I don't even think we needed to build a hoe. Well, I guess we kind of did if we wanted to fix that. Okay, so fix that, and these two things. And boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and actually harvest our first wheat. There it is. Not too exciting. I mean, it is what it is. And also, I got less seeds than I planted. So that's kind of upsetting. But we do have our first wheat and we can make our first bread. So that's kind of exciting. But yeah, not the best harvest ever. I'm not going to lie. Not the most exciting thing I've ever done. Cool. I think that kind of works. It's at least something. And it is a little dark though. But I don't like I don't love the torches there. Is that bad? It's not great, but I don't think it's that bad. So we're going to leave it like that for now. And was that like my last torch? Yes, it was. And I hear a spider. There you are. There you are. From above, you try to jump on my head? Get out of here. I'm too good for that. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good, except for right there where I think that the sheep just broke my thing. And you got to get out of here, buddy. You got to get out of here. Honestly, I'm not going to stress too much. Okay, you got to go. About the fact that animals can probably get in, because I honestly feel like they can just spawn. They can literally just spawn in here. It's kind of unfortunate, but at least we have some form of protection besides just, you know, letting them completely roam free. So it's at least something. And the thing I really want to do right now is actually start destroying this and putting in mossy cobble every little bit. Now, I'm not going to obviously do it the whole thing, but I want to have some variety within this whole texture. Not a pattern by any means. I definitely don't want to make a pattern out of it. Just some kind of random little mossy cobble locations here and there. I say here and there, but I definitely want to make good use of having such a cool block that is only found with luck. It's literally only found with luck. So that's kind of cool if you ask me. We're going to be using it in this build for sure. Like, it'd be complete waste if we weren't. So we're going to go ahead and just start putting it around. There we go. I think I actually do kind of like how that looks. Part of me wants to put more on there, but I think it actually kind of works pretty well. We're going to leave it as is. We're just going to do one right there. And yeah, I actually kind of like how this looks. A little bit of mossy cobble thrown in there because, you know, it is a farm, so it does kind of make sense for there to be, you know, moss growing on the cobble of the farm. So I think it works for sure. And yeah, I actually am really proud of how this whole area is turning out. It's been a lot of terraforming in a little bit. Oh, have I showed you guys the waterfall? I don't know if I've pointed this out or not. I decided to make a little bit of a waterfall here. I think it actually kind of works. I definitely want that tree to finish growing. Once that tree grows, I'll destroy the dirt and replace that with wood, trying to make like a you know, an extra tall tree or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Maybe not even extra tall. But wood actually reminds me of my next project. I know I made this whole list of projects to work on, but there is one that I haven't really talked about quite yet, and it is a small one, so I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I definitely want to make some sort of little tree farm. And when I say tree farm, it's not going to be anything crazy. Far from crazy. It's going to be quite simple, actually. I just want to make an area where I can put saplings down and then keep checking, and there's going to be trees. That's basically the extent of it, and it's really nothing to get too excited about, but I'm going to go ahead and work on my idea for it right now. Boom, boom, and boom. Now, this is a very, very simple kind of thing I just built here. This is basically just whenever one of these trees grows, we're going to go ahead, walk over here, cut it down, and just replant it. It's very, very simple. However, I just am kind of tired of walking really, really far to get, you know, trees or something like that. I have to walk over there, replant them, and do whatever. So this is just going to be a nice little sustainable area to do so. Do I absolutely love this design? No. I'm still kind of confused if I should do something a little bit more creative, a little bit better with this. I think I might, but this is just kind of what I did right now. I'll probably be changing it pretty soon, though. I'm really actually not a fan of it. But maybe if we did this. That does not really fix much, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of it. I just wanted to use gravel because we have not used gravel yet, like in any kind of build. I originally had it with the pathway, gravel, and slabs or whatever, but it didn't really work out. So, and I think there's a reason for that, because I think gravel's pretty ugly, let's be honest. But I think it's looking all right. For at least the time being, and then we'll fix it. But we're getting a lot done this episode. I'm really excited, so we're going to go ahead and keep trucking along. You know what we should do with our wheat is actually make our first piece of bread. But boom, we got bread. And I actually forgot this texture actually looked different. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I've always liked this texture. I don't remember what the current one looks like, but I know it doesn't look like this. So boom, ate it. There you go. I actually don't know how much heart that kind of restores usually. Look at all the meat I have. This is absurd. I don't really know the amount that actually kind of fills me up, but I think it's actually pretty good. So yeah, not bad. And also, we're going to take advantage of it being nighttime and actually start working a little bit more on this tower because I've had a couple other ideas for this thing, and I'm kind of excited about it. And done. Boom. Now we have it finished. I say that really hesitantly, but we've done a lot of work on our spiral staircase to get up here and enjoy this view. I don't know what those torches... Ooh. I don't know what those torches are over there. I know that's the cave. I actually don't know exactly... Oh, wait. That's where I was getting cold at one time and panicked and ran back. Okay, yeah, but check this out. So we have our spiral staircase down, and I decided to take notes for my own book and actually make this side of it glass because, again, like down there, it's sticking out. So decided to do another little bit of a glass kind of exposed thing, and I actually think it turned out pretty good. I do actually kind of want to change something really quick. Wait, should I break the glass or should I break the what is this, the stair? I think the stair is the better bet, but it is still pretty painful to do. Okay, there you go. Boom. And boom, I want to change these both to glass. I think that'll just look a little bit better. And let's go get some stairs. Yes, because again, the stairs don't actually break. They give me, they cheap out. They give me one piece of wood or something like that. And we actually have stairs, which is surprising. Not a lot of materials, but we do have 3 stairs. So we're kind of winning. We're kind of doing a great job. Oh, our trees are actually growing. I'm coming up from an angle I did not expect to see these trees, but we are coming up on them, and it looks like they have grown. So that's actually pretty nice. We can go ahead and cut them down, I guess, at no real stress or cost or anything like. Oh, 4 of them grew. That's actually pretty nice. Oh, and this one grew too. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and try out my idea. If this looks weird, I'm sorry, but we're gonna try it out. I don't know if the water's going to... Yeah, okay. Block it off, and there you go. We have a super tall tree. Maybe. How does this look? Oh, that looks weird, doesn't it? Does it look weird? I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. It's not the best, but I kind of don't hate how it looks. I might actually leave it like that. If we do a couple more of those, they might not stand out super strangely, and I kind of don't hate it. Maybe if it was one shorter or something, I wouldn't dislike it as much, but I don't hate it, honestly. So this is my current idea for this little tree farm thing. I'm going to let the grass kind of overgrow into this and then have all the areas except for these ones be grass. And I think that'll work just fine. I mean, some kind of little way to have... so this needs to be like that because I'm trying to get the grass to grow in, which will take a bit, but I mean, it'll happen eventually. But yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good way to do it because like the green and the wood, it looks a lot better than gravel. The gravel is just hard to incorporate. It just does not look good. But yeah, I've been kind of working on stuff a little bit. I definitely want to get this landscape here worked on a little bit, but I also really want to get to the next big project of the episode, and that is, of course, the museum. And as you can see right here, we got ourselves some iron doors. This is the weirdest thing ever. Oh no, I didn't lock myself out because these things make no sense. Yeah, pressure plates are quite odd. I think that's kind of an understatement. Do I have buttons? Wait, do I not have buttons? What if I do this? I could have swore I had buttons in this game. Oh, wait, why are they like that? I don't know why they're like that at all, but does it make more sense to have wooden buttons or stone buttons? Do I even have wooden buttons? Are those a thing? Sticks. Wait. Crafting table. Okay, I guess there's no such thing as wooden buttons. I don't remember those being like an update, but I guess they don't exist. So we're going to go ahead and do this. What happens if I do 2 cobblestone? That's nothing, right? Yeah, this is nothing. Okay, I don't know. I'm just kind of experimenting right now. It's, okay, this guy's got a break. And what is this time to break this thing? Oh my gosh, that was 3 hours long just to break a single door. Yeah, that was something else. Okay, let's go ahead and place it again. Yeah, that looks good, right? Ooh, hello? What are with buttons? Can they not do double doors like this? This is very odd to me. Okay, buttons are being strange. I actually, you know, the word strange is a bit of an understatement. Let's do old trusty lever. Lever? Yes. What about this? Is this not a lever? No, it's this. Yeah, I don't... Guys, I don't know. This is weird to me. Okay, boom. Boom. This will really throw me off if they're both like this. So we're not going to keep this because that just looks kind of funny. It's kind of funny, actually. And also it looks kind of bad. I'm not going to lie to you right now. It does look kind of bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and break this for the second time. Oh, I moved just so slightly and I have to start it all over again. This is like obsidian. This is insane. I actually haven't broken any obsidian. I probably should just to kind of see. Let's go ahead. Maybe I messed up by putting those levers down. Why are you guys so weird? Hello? These doors are not getting along with me in the slightest. Maybe I should rethink how I'm going to design this. All right, how about this over here? A little side door, you walk through, there you go. No, I'm locked out. And man, this is a jumble of blocks right here. This is quite the sight. Definitely going to be trying to make this look a little bit nicer. But yeah, basically back here in this back little area, if you guys don't know, this is like right outside where my base is. There's the farm and everything like that. We're going to be trying to make the museum back here. And that means these trees have to go. And again, when I say museum, I definitely mean painting museum. I'm not going to be trying to make any sculptures or anything. Should the museum be outdoor? I didn't have this idea, but I don't think so. I think that'd be kind of hard to kind of incorporate the outdoors and everything like that. We might just do things kind of basic and just go ahead and make a normal-ish museum, or just kind of a normal room, I should say. I'm not going to try to do anything too fancy. I feel like I've done a lot of fancy kind of stuff. And there you go. I have a way in, I got a way out. Pretty straightforward. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's go ahead and actually start constructing this thing. I'm really not going to try to overthink this one. I've done a lot of weird kind of buildings already and stuff like that. We're going to try to keep this guy pretty stinking simple. And by simple, I mean it's looking like I'm just making it all out of stone. But we're going to be trying to doing a little bit, at least something a little bit more exciting. So I actually do have a Wikipedia page pulled up right now of basically every single every single painting in the game, at least current painting in the game. So you come through here, there you go, and I want to have like a little walkway, and I think there's 7 Yeah, there's 7 total 1x1 paintings right now, and so we're gonna have a display for each painting. I'll kind of give you guys a rough idea of how I want to organize this, and I'm kind of thinking of building it out of wool, kind of like how I'm doing here, just to kind of give it like a carpet feel. Of course, there's no carpets in the game, and there's not gonna be carpets in the game for a long time, so let's see how we feel about this design in a moment. But the reason I'm actually not against this kind of stone look is because whenever I think of museums, or at least more modern museums, I think of them being very simplistic. At least recently, like I was saying, modern museums feel very, very straightforward with their designs. Nothing too crazy at all about them. And now, actually, I do have kind of a cool idea. What if I did in the corners, kind of like how I have the wood in there, this in the corners? That's kind of like columns. I don't love how cobblestone looks. And I definitely want the focus in this place to be, of course, the paintings, because that is what the people come to look at, per se. So, yes, very, very fancy. Okay, let's go ahead and actually build, like, the first wall of this. And I think I hopefully do have some more smooth stone somewhere. Hopefully, I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, we're working on this thing. Let's go ahead and get one of our first paintings and our assign, because the way I'm going to organize every single one of these is going to be how I show you in just a second. I don't want to ruin the surprise, even though it's not much a surprise. It's more of just, I guess, an example of how I want to do this. Okay, so you come here, you put down the painting, it's a 2x2. If we can try that again, it's a 1x1. So we're going to have the painting and then underneath a sign labeling it. However, I don't know what this painting is, and it's getting dark, of course. I actually kind of forgot about lights. We should probably incorporate lights in the build somehow. Ooh, what about like every in between the painting? I feel like that actually wouldn't look that bad. Neither would this, though, honestly. So, okay, getting a little distracted. I'm going to Google what this painting is real quick. This painting is known as Wasteland. Wait, why is my things like that? Okay, whatever. Wasteland. And it is in alpha 1.0.4. So boom, this painting is known as, okay, Wasteland, and it was first added into Minecraft in alpha 1.0.4. So that's how we're going to be structuring every single, painting that we have in this place on display. So you come through, you look at the painting, you look at when it was added, and then when future updates come, we're going to keep adding them. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay, so there has been a little bit of work done. So yeah, I've basically gone ahead and finished out the rest of the museum. I was recording some of it for some part of the time, except, it kind of took a lot longer than I thought. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to come back and jump to you guys after we get the layout set up. Now, obviously, there are paintings missing right now. And yeah, here we have it for future expansion. There are some paintings missing. Actually, all the paintings are missing, and I have them all in my hand right here. Hopefully, I've counted correctly and I've done my math right and my planning right. So when I place all these, I will eventually get every single painting in the game. So yeah, I basically went ahead and carved out. We're a little bit to the left of like the mountain here. This is actually, I don't have any smooth stone on me, so I can't break this through, but this is right there is actually like where the glass is looking out at my base. I'll show you guys really quick. It'll just take a second, but yeah, as you can see, my inventory is full of signs because unfortunately they do not stack. And I went ahead and finished. Okay, you can't even see, it's dark out, so that was a waste of time, but basically right there is where the stone is bulging out, and I got to do some terraforming to make it look a little bit nicer maybe, but for the most part, I think this area is pretty much done, minus, the paintings. So, we have this one already placed. We're going to be following this format for all of them. I did just realize I probably need, like, dirt or something in my inventory to go ahead and, like, be able to structure all these, because these keep on wanting to be anything but a 1x1. I thought torches would stop it from being that, but I guess not. Okay, just... That was one. Oh, and of course, it's a copy. There we go. We got dog wearing sunglasses. And again, I'm going to look up this guy's name real quick. Okay, so I grabbed some dirt, and this one is labeled correctly. It's actually called Kebab. So maybe it's not a dog wearing sunglasses. I don't know. I do actually know that there's a really, really interesting like Reddit thread I saw once that actually took the time to like upscale all the different paintings into what they actually are supposed to look like. And I want to try to put that into, are these different? Yeah, okay, we're doing all right. I actually want to put them in the description or something so you can look at it, because it's like one of the most interesting kind of comparisons or whatever between like you know, what they look like in Minecraft obviously is not what they look like in real life. They look very, very different. But it is one of the more interesting things that I've ever, maybe not ever seen, but I've seen regarding paintings in Minecraft. So check out the description, and maybe I'll put them in the video or something. I don't know. But yeah, just go ahead and check out the description because I think it's really cool. But yeah, so now we're doing the monotonous task of actually getting the right paintings. And there should be one by one left. I think that was it. That I just broke. Yeah, okay, I don't think there's any repeats, right? I feel like I'm kind of losing my mind, but there shouldn't be any repeats. I think I saw the last one, though, and it is right there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and look up... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't mean to do that. Well, let's bring it back. But yeah, in a second... Okay, there it is. In a second, I'm going to go ahead and look up all the different names for all these guys and label them accordingly. Okay, so I think we have all of these finished. This one's called Alban. This one's called Aztec 2. This one's called Aztec. I don't know why this is like the sequel to this one, but there you go. Yeah, I got all these labeled accordingly, and I think I actually really like how this is turning out. But of course, we have to finish it up with the rest of them this way. Cool. Okay, there we go. So I actually think I have them all labeled out here. Hopefully I'm not forgetting any. I actually have one painting left over, so hopefully that means that I got them all and it's not what I'm forgetting, and I actually accidentally have one extra or something. But yeah, actually I just realized I forgot to show you guys this. So we actually made an outside entrance to the museum just because it seemed a little weird to have the only entrance into it be on the front here. I'm not in love with how this looks, but there are no curved stairs, unfortunately, so... Yeah, it has to be like a block in the end. I don't know. It's not too bad, but it's all right. But yeah, we have a little coming out area. Then again, the museum itself isn't too visually stunning. It's just made out of stone because, you know, I kind of want the focus of the museum, and I also have a name, the museum. I also want the focus in the museum to, of course, be the paintings. When you come in, you want to look at the paintings, not, you know, some kind of crazy block combination or something like that. So... cool stuff all around. I think I actually really like how this came out. Of course, we're not done yet. I have to label all of these, which is another pain in the butt, but that shouldn't take too long. And done. Okay, there we go. So we have all the paintings labeled, all the paintings placed. This is cool. This is pretty much done for now. Of course, obviously we have future expansion for when future updates come. We're going to introduce new paintings and their appropriate labels and whatever. So yeah, this is kind of cool. So you have a painting. This one's called Courbet. I can't even tell what this one is. It just looks like a blob of dots. It's called Courbet or Courbet. And then you have the, I guess, date, the version I'm currently in, Alpha 1.0.4. It kind of works as like the date of the painting. And then there you go. We're going to keep going and continue them all. This one's really creepy. This one's called Void. It's like an angel going into the void or something. I don't know. I think this one's creepy, but it's kind of cool. So yeah, there you go. There are all the paintings currently in the version of the game. And there is the museum done and completed. I'm really happy I did this. I mean, honestly... it actually turned out a little bit cooler than I thought it would. It just seems really simple and straightforward. I'm not sold on the carpet or like the walls even just being... actually, I do like the walls being straight stone because like I said, I want the focus of this place being the paintings more than anything else. But at the same time, that was probably going to wrap it up for this episode here. We still have one more. This one's freaking me out. I feel like I forgot one, but... I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode here because we have done a lot in today's episode and it's been like a couple days recording, just kind of splicing everything together. So it's been a lot of work, but I have had a ton of fun doing it. Next episode, there's 2 more things in my checklist I want to get done. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and update to the next version. Actually 3, because I just remembered I wanted to place some flowers and stuff alongside here. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes, just trying to make it look as nice as I can. Then after that, I want to make something with rails and minecarts. I already have a decent idea in mind of something I want to do. And then also the last thing is something with redstone. And like that, I also have something I want to do. So those things should only take the beginning of the next episode. And then after that, I should be able to update to the next version of the game that we want to play on. And then enjoy all the new features of that version. So I'm really, really excited. Really happy with how everything has turned out so far in the series. Oh, here you can see it's kind of bulging out. I'll probably go and terraform this to make it look a little bit more natural or something. I don't know. But yeah, really happy that everything is turning out so far. I'm having a ton of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time, and let me know what your thoughts are on everything we got done in today's episode. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time, and bye-bye.